How to conquer fear and finally take action. As an entrepreneur, we all have the fears, the fear of rejection, the fear of failure, the fear of what are others going to be thinking about me. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to walk you through how I have dealt with these fears and have built successful companies and have taught other people how to walk through these fears as well. Because a lot of us are held back from doing the do because of what we think up here. So let me walk you through these one at a time. So the first thing is, a lot of new entrepreneurs have the fear of, what will other people think of me? Usually it's like, well, what will my friends and family think if I start to post on social media about my services? What are they going to think? Number one, here's a little piece of advice. Go ahead and make a post on your social media saying, hey, no, this is mainly for friends and family, but I actually am going to be starting to talk about my business on here. And my business is about X, Y, and Z. If you don't want to be following me on here, you can unfollow me. This is just going to be for business moving forward. So the first thing is just to announce to people that this is what you're going to be doing and move forward with it. The second thing is realizing that other people's thoughts of you don't actually change much in your life. There's actually a funny experiment where there was a speaker who had someone on stage, and this speaker told everyone in the crowd, there's 3,000 people, to think bad thoughts about the other individual on stage. So all these 3,000 people thought bad thoughts, and guess what happened? Nothing happened to the person. Nothing happened because of what the other people were thinking. They were still the same, they felt the same. So you have to realize that other people's opinions do not pay your bills, and you need to be moving forward despite what other people think, because your calling was not a mass calling for everyone. It was for you individually. So you want to make sure that you're thinking about this in the correct way. And the last piece that I will say about this is actually understanding that when you think about what other people are thinking about, most of the time they're thinking about themselves. We often think, because we are humans and we have an ego, that other people are thinking about us way more than they actually do. And so when I realized this, and I was like, hey, people probably aren't really thinking about me in the way that I think they are. I also am posting and telling them that this is going to be for my business. I realize that this is my calling and my pathway, no matter what other people say. The fear of judgment started to dissipate. So that's the way that I would get over the fear of judgment. The second thing is the fear of rejection. This is a big one. When you get into business and you have this fear of, what if people say no to me? What if people say that they don't want to buy my services? And let me be the first to tell you, that is 100% going to happen. And a lot of you are viewing it as this fear of rejection is the wrong direction, right? You're thinking, if I get rejection, I'm going in the wrong direction. I shouldn't be going there. When in actuality, rejection is actually the pathway to getting a yes. There's a book, I think it's called Go for No, which kind of explains this very well, which is like, your next yes or your next client is just a couple of no's away. It's a couple of rejections away from getting your next client. So stop viewing it as a thing you should be moving away from, and start viewing it as, it's literally the way for me to get better and for me to get to the place of actually having more people buy from me in my business. You have to realize rejection, just like failure, is actually what you're going after, because that's the only way you're going to get to where you want to go. And the last thing is fear of failure, which is similar to rejection, but a lot of you are scared that your business is going to fail completely. You're scared that maybe it's going to get a couple clients and then it's going to shrink, and then you're going to be the statistic of the 80% of people who do not last in business. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this to you. There's a lot of people who don't last in business. And if you want to be one of the people who do last in business, number one, have the mindset of, this might take 5 to 10 years to become something incredible, and that's okay. Have the mindset of, I'm going to be learning skills. I'm going to be learning skills along the way so that I have the best chances possible. And number 3, realize that's going to take hard, consistent work. The only way that you're going to get over the fear of failure is to understand that you are in this for the long game, and you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. A lot of you might be feeling like you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out of entrepreneurship, out of building your online coaching business. I'll tell you right now, if you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you're basically both feet out. You need to be all into your business, and you need to be going after it no matter what. This is going to allow you to actually see better returns. It's going to build confidence, and that fear of failure is going to dissipate. So try these 3 strategies out to get rid of your fears and conquer them so that you can build the business that you are called to do.